Do evil people who lie about you get away with it forever? So those who are evil usually operate in the Jezebel spirit, narcissists, and they convince people that they are good and that those who are their targets, who are godly, are evil. They are the world's best liars. They can lie better than most can tell the truth. But do they get away with it forever? They usually lose their friends over time as people eventually discover that they're prideful, they're liars, they're evil. People get tired of them acting like they're a victim. People get tired of them talking about how they were hurt and abused. People get tired of hearing how great that they think they are, but they're really fakes and they're actors and they're actresses. And eventually people are through with their facades. So over time, they get pain and sickness upon them, like back and neck pain, lung issues, cancer, dementia, and other diseases, as the spirits of Jezebel and Leviathan turn on them when they are done using them to hurt many people throughout their lives. They usually end up alone, as they can't stay married due to their controlling and emotionally demonic, abusive ways. I personally knew a man who was sexually abused by his father, and then he treated his loving wife and kids horribly behind closed doors. But at church, he acted like he was a doting husband and great father. His wife stayed with him until she got a brain tumor due to his emotional abuse, and then she died at age 49. He then got remarried to a healthy woman, and then shortly after, she got sick from his emotional abuse. Now he has cancer. Another woman who was hurt by her father and mother and sexually molested by an aunt had 3 men that she married, and they all divorced her after very short marriages due to her emotionally abusive behavior to them. Then she married for a 4th time to a very loving and godly man, but abused him worst of all. God told him to separate from her finally after 6 years, and instead of getting delivered, she lied about him, divorced him, and now she has lung issues and lives alone. A pastor and his son-in-law, who was also a pastor, who were both corrupt and operating in Jezebel, lost their church of over 200 people after refusing to repent of their evil behavior. So people who have the Jezebel spirit, narcissists, do receive consequences from God. They are constantly trying to create something new, reinvent themselves, yet seeing it end up in failure and destruction. When those they had a relationship with get tired of being abused, then the narcissist ends up losing them, and they always have the injury and memory of good and strong, loving people that tried to help them, but it ended up they left them, so they continue feeling like they're a victim. They lose their looks as they look older than they actually are due to their constant striving and torment from their demons. A promotion, a new car, the purchase of a house, an engagement, anything good that might happen to them makes them happy for a few days, weeks, maybe a month or so. But then they go back to trying to get fuel for something else, which means they have an internal suffering, like a black hole, that whatever light and happiness you put into it disappears within a matter of minutes. So they do not get away with their evil forever, because whatever they achieve, it doesn't matter like it does to the rest of us. They never feel complete and satisfied. So they can't escape from their own demons. They never experience peace. They're highly insecure, extremely anxious, and tormented by thousands of demonic thoughts every day. Then, if they don't repent and get delivered, they die and they go to hell for eternity. In 2 Kings chapter 9, verses 30 through 37, Jezebel ultimately got shoved out of a window by eunuchs and died, and then was eaten by the dogs. God will not be mocked after giving them time to humble themselves and repent. Revelation chapter 2, verses 20 through 23 says, "Nevertheless, I have a few things against you, because you allow that woman Jezebel," can also be a man, "who calls herself a prophetess, to teach and seduce my servants to commit sexual immorality and eat things sacrificed to idols. And I gave her time to repent of her sexual immorality, but she did not repent. Indeed, I will cast her into a sickbed, and those who commit adultery with her into great tribulation, unless they repent of their deeds. I will kill her children with death. And the churches shall know that I am he who searches the minds and hearts, and I will give to each one of you according to your works." All right, so I have a book called Freedom from Soul Wounds and Demons, helping thousands of people to get healed and delivered from the Jezebel spirit and from being a narcissist. That book's called Freedom from Soul Wounds and Demons. It's available on Amazon in paperback, Kindle, and Audible. Also available in Spanish. I also do personal sessions for people around the world every week. If you're interested in that, go out to our website, restored2tofreedom.com. Click on Contact Me and submit the form, or you can call 317-459-7091. Thanks.